What's going on, everyone? This is the strategy here, and I'm going to show you guys how to play AP Varus. Now, unlike AD Varus, AP Varus is played more of a ranged AD carry but caster at the same time. You need to be very careful to hit all your abilities. I would suggest going in the mid lane because he currently doesn't really fit in the AD carry role. So when you're playing AP Varus in the mid lane, depending on who you're going against, most of the times you're going to want to start with multiple pots. Just because you are a squishy AD carry with much less escape, you're going to need some way to stay alive. And so I started boots for this game going against Lux because I want to be able to dodge most of her skill shots. I know that if I get hit by a snare, I'm most of the time going to be in a lot of trouble. So here I get hit by a snare. I land 2 auto attacks before popping them with the E. And the way the AP Varus does all the damage is by popping his blight stacks, which do significantly more damage if you're art like Varus. As you can see, these little yellow balls of light, rather than the normal purple blight ones, do a lot more damage, as you guys will see later on in the game. Now the key to harassing a lane with AP Varus is applying a couple stacks to the opponent and then popping them. So as you can see, I'm going to attack Lux a couple times right here, and then I'm going to pop the stacks to the E and then walk away before I take any damage from the minions. So 1, pop, walk away. Boom. Does more damage because all your damage is going to come from popping those blight stacks. So now eventually you're going to get so far into the game that Lux is realizing that she's losing lane to an AP Varus, so she's going to call her support Zillion up to help her. And what you're going to do is when support Zillion comes in, you're going to beg in the chat to tell him to not harass you. And so he'll just kind of sit there behind the minions while Lux farms and you just sit, not being able to farm much of anything. But you can always try your best. And once your ult comes up, you may stand more of a chance. And then, oh no, I have a bomb in my head. What am I going to do? And, you know, it's just going to pop for half your health like Zillions do, because he's stupid like that. Anyways, when your jungler finally comes to gank, just make sure you land your ulti. It's the most important thing about AP Varus, is landing your ulti is always going to get you killed. And if you saw there in that fight, I can do a short replay of that. What I do is I apply 2 stacks to Lux after landing my ulti, hit my E and apply another stack, and then hit my Q. So 1, E, 1, 2, Q. Boom, that's maximized damage. You want to do as many stacks you can before popping abilities. Once all your abilities are popped on AP Varus, you become rather useless. You still do damage on auto attacks, but you're just... The reason that it's good is because you're popping % health on his W, which late game will be around 40% on 3 stacks. So at this point in the game, I got myself a Runaan's Hurricane, which really speeds up the laning process, the farming process, team fights, everything. Now, you don't always want to get this item first. If the laning phase is going to last a while, you're going to want to get either a Nash's Tooth or a Rage Blade, depending on the scenario first. But you're always going to need this Runaan's Hurricane because you're not critting, and therefore you're going to need some other way to increase your damage output like most AD carries would. So in this case, run a Runaan's Hurricane is the solution to that problem, and it applies the most stacks to 3 people on their team at the same time rather than just 1. So now in this upcoming team fight, you'll see how important it is to land Varus ult, because it does go from one person to another, hitting everyone on the team, and when you're AP, it pops for quite a lot of damage, and it also, every time it hits someone, it's going to pop all the stacks that you currently have on them. So even if you can't hit your other abilities, the ult will hit that person and hopefully pop the few, if any, stacks that you got in them. So here I'm going to show you the beauty of stepping while attacking with AP Varus. You have such a high attack speed that you really need to be walking in between your attacks. So as you can see, I'm kiting these minions backwards slowly. You don't have lifesteal, so you don't really want to be taking too much damage from minions because it does really add up over time. So now I'm going to show you a fair example of when I miss my ult with AP Varus. It really changes the team fight if you do miss your ult, because I tried to go for Draven right there and he flashes out of it, so I didn't really hit anyone. And so basically I'm just auto attacking, and once I run out of abilities, I do much less damage. So we do lose most of our players there. All we have is Renekton left, and if I had hit my ulti, either Zillion or Draven should be dead at the end of that fight. So here Leona initiates on a team fight, and I land an easy ulti onto the Teemo that was already snared by Lissandra, and so therefore my ulti hits all 5 people on the team, which does quite a bit of damage. I finish off the tower there because, you know, Zillion has his ult on him. And then using Runaans, I attack Draven to finish off Teemo, because it gives you a little bit extra range. And I put 3 stacks on Draven, flash over the wall, and hit him with the edge of my E, popping that last 3 stacks of blight and finishing him off for the triple kill. As soon as that's all over, take out the tower, take out the inhib, and recall before anyone on their team comes up. So at the end of the game, your Varus build is going to look something like this. You're going to have a Hex Gunblade, a Rabadon's Deathcap, Nashor's Tooth, Guardian Angel, Runaan's Hurricane, and Home Guard Sorcerer's Shoes for the Magic Pen. Before you get the Gunblade, that will probably replace your Rageblade. So I believe at one point in the game I had Gunblade, Rabadon's, Nashor's Tooth, Rageblade, and Hurricane, and you remove that Rageblade in order to have a GA and a Gunblade at the same time. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and I want to see everyone playing some AP Varus in the future, getting some quadra kills, pentakills, changing up the meta a little bit, and just having some fun. Peace out.